family? It's your boy D Rose of the Supremely Black Podcast. Appreciate y'all tapping in today. We're going to jump right into it. I had few of my supporters hit me up in regards to what's my thoughts on the situation that's going on in Del Rio, Texas, and El Paso in regards to the Haitian immigrants. So just to get right into it, a lot of people have asked, or some of the concerns is where they come from. Many of the people, of the 15 to 20,000 people that are actually in Del Rio or along the border, had left Haiti over a decade ago and resided in the South America countries of Chile, Brazil, and Panama. So a lot of them have already been away from Haiti just recently due to the corruption within their government, the earthquakes, just natural disasters, things of that nature. A lot of people have filed for asylum to leave the country and to come to America. So that's why we're seeing now a lot of different instances to where they're flooding the border. Why now? As we all know, since we're under new leadership from the Biden administration, they had stated that they would reverse what Trump had put into place that was very strict upon immigrants, and relaxing that would have made more people from different countries want to come to America to chase the American dream. They were under the impression that Biden had relaxed the entry, so that's why you were seeing a lot of different things that are actually coming now. And if you see, like, there's ways that you could look up it online as well, from like immigrant justice, is to protect asylum seekers, is something that Biden actually had pushed and it had really went for. So I know a lot of people now are, hey, what's going on? He was on vacation. This is what's the thoughts on it. Prior to them being elected, Kamala Harris had actually stated that she was all for people coming over and reversing the strict bill that Trump's administration had in place. Now we've seen a video of her recently saying that they should go back and it's causing a major issue. Another key point that I think is what's drawing a lot of attention is that the mayor there has stated that it was a terrorist attack, or a terrorist attack from people fleeing and trying to get over, and they had to close down the border in Del Rio. Now, to give my thoughts on that, I would think to myself of, why would he use the terminology of a terrorist attack, knowing that these people are just looking for freedom? And I understand that we're in a time of, we're in scary times in regards to health. So 15 to 20,000 people being brought over to your country, and you don't have anywhere to get them displaced. I have heard that they have taken some people back to Haiti. To me, that would make sense, especially if the people have freed. I would say go back to either the South Americas, or find them somewhere that they could go, especially if they got to the border. Now, there's a lot of confusion on where we could have went with that, and why did it become so chaotic right now? And then why would they send them back to a place that really is already under so much turmoil that wouldn't really be of any help? So I understand the health issues and the things that they point at when you think of the Haitian people or the refugees, because everybody wasn't coming directly from Haiti. They've been removed, some people for 10, 20 years that have been interviewed. Another few things is that I want to touch bases on, because this is very sensitive. Be very mindful, and here's my thoughts. Be very mindful on what you take in from the media. We have some people that are the extremists on either side. They are ones that will lie and say that, hey, the pictures or the videos or things that you're seeing are not what you're seeing. Then we do also have media outlets that are going to push out this agenda, because what they realize is that controversy sells. So if they actually say to you that the way that they're handling the refugees at the border makes them look as if that they're looking at how they're putting it out there is a slave movie. You have the slave catcher up on top of a horse and they're whipping down on refugees as they're trying to come over with their family, right? So when they post things like that, they understand that it's going to be very triggering. It's going to get people to react. So I would say, take what you want and believe what you want in regards to it, but don't let that be the reason of why you eliminate actually getting as much facts as possible. Find out the people that are actually refugees, find out the people that have been living in South America, find out the people that have either been deported or some of the people that may have not even been a part of the actual 15 to 20,000 people that were in that, that are in Del Rio. And it's also another thing that you want to be mindful of is that Biden himself hasn't spoke out on it as much. So it's a lot of different things that are being misconstrued to play on the emotions of people. I would just say there's not a lot to really clear up because it's still ongoing. And I would just love, my prayers goes out to every Haitian and any immigrant that's trying to come over to America just to seek the American dream. And I hope that they are protected within their journey and that it's not something that's continued to be delayed or the conditions doesn't get worse. But I would also just say, as I get close to closing this out, just be very mindful of how the media is trying to get your energy and how you actually use that energy. So I would say that to say, hopefully that they get this issue resolved fairly quick. Hopefully we do get more facts and details in regards to what's really going on. But to speak on what I've seen from the videos and from the pictures, it does look like old times. And if they are using their authority to beat on people that are coming across or coming into this country, I really hope that those officers of Border Patrol or whomever are held accountable for that. And we do know that one thing about our Haitian brothers and sisters, they do not mind combating oppressors. They freed themselves before, and I don't think they would have any issues doing it again. I do not hope or wish that this would it turns out to, but if they are being abused and they felt as if that there was a miscommunication that led for them to come over to our country, I definitely think that that is something we should look into, but also separate our emotions from it, because you have to understand, again, to drive home the point, the media outlets are used most of the times to incite outrage, which leads to us not being calculated within our thinking in regards to what's really going on at the border. But again, shout out to my Haitian brothers and sisters. I do hope you all, wish you all the best in regards to your journey and to living the American dream and getting over here. But if nothing else, I hope that you and your family are safely put and get everything resolved as quickly as possible. Make sure that you hit the like button on this. Make sure that you share this. I would love to hear you all's thoughts in regards to what do you think is going on? Why do you think the media is spinning it the way they are? And if you're rocking with the content, make sure that you subscribe. But for the queens, put your crown on tilted to the side. To the kings, put your crown on tilted to the side. This is your boy D Rose again from Supremely Black.